Go yard. I got some motherfucking design on right now.
Break it down, bring it back, make it clap. I got 3 old thoughts, new block, where that.
In this scene, Wahida is scrolling TikTok. She's watching videos on FYP, which means For You page, and this page will appear as soon as opening the TikTok app. FYP is curated based on every user's preferences. For instance, Wahida loves makeup and she constantly engages with contents that are related to makeups. Therefore, her FYP will be bombarded with makeup videos. Now, Wahida is browsing the TikTok shop section. She found a product that she likes and then she added it to the cart. A brief background about TikTok Shop. It is e-commerce marketplace and it has expanded to Southeast Asian countries in 2022. There is an interesting survey that shows the rise of TikTok Shop. An online retail insights company, Cube Asia, found that online shopping consumers in Indonesia, Thailand, and Philippines prefer to shop on TikTok compared to Shopee and Lazada. According to GMET, which stands for General Multilingual Environmental Thesaurus, overconsumption is excessive consumption or use of goods and services in bracket, energy, land, water or materials close bracket that cause harm or detrimental effects to humans and or the environment, namely by exceeding the carrying capacity and life-supporting systems of the planet and its ecosystems. Overconsumption is a serious problem because it is one of the issues that has been highlighted by United Nations. This is evident in one of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, or SDG, which is Goal 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. In essence, Goal 12 is about conserving the natural resources for our generation and future generation survival by practicing sustainable consumption and production patterns. It is crucial to raise awareness about overconsumption because society and fashion industries are still not practicing sustainable consumption and production. A study by Mohammed Zain et al. In 2023 found that majority of Malaysians do not buy clothes from sustainable fashion brands, even though their awareness regarding fashion sustainability is high. The reasons are lack of offers of sustainable fashion products and insufficient information regarding sustainability from the media. In 2022, a group of researchers conducted a study in Poland and the sample are adult Polish residents. They found that the tendency to discard usable items from household is higher among those who shop online, frequently compared to others that make less online purchases.
TikTok has become a form of digital landscape that plays a large role in shaping consumers' behavior. In the context of consumerism in TikTok, it is driven by captivating advertisements and the sway of popular users or content creators. Brief videos created by users frequently endorse various products ranging from apparel to cosmetics, prompting viewers to buy on impulse.
Influencers and content creators have a significant impact on their followers, especially when they are featured on the For You page. TikTok's algorithm analyzes users' behavior and curates content tailored to their interests and preferences, which exposes users to more ads that are relevant to their needs and wants. Content creators on TikTok have a strong influence on their audience and loyal followers, who are often influenced by the lifestyle and products they promote. However, these products are often popular or viral for a limited period of time, after which they are no longer used.
Some examples of multiple hashtags and trends in TikTok, for example, TikTok made me buy it, Sephora haul, run, don't walk to buy, Amazon must-haves, and products that need to go viral on TikTok. Viral trends on TikTok often involve purchasing new items, which can lead to impulse buying. For example, a viral video showcasing a new beauty product can lead to a surge in sales for that product.
Another popular TikTok phenomenon sees users promote $100 worth of fast fashion hauls of brands such as Shein, with the hashtag Shein haul trending at 3.6 billion views. The hashtag is pretty straightforward. People share their hauls while showcasing just how much they were able to purchase for the money. Given that Shein is known to be a low-cost fast fashion brand specializing in trending clothing. Fast fashion brands like Shein take advantage of these short-lived trends. They produce large amounts of clothing items for these micro-trends while they are still relevant and in demand.
This rapid trend cycle, fueled by fast fashion's quick copies and cheap materials, creates a huge amount of clothing waste. We are chasing fads with clothes that barely last, filling landfills and polluting the environment. This rapid production and consumption cycle contributes to overconsumption. In 2019, the waste from single-use outfits created approximately 95 million kilograms of waste.
Back then, trends would usually last for 5 to 10 years, curated by fashion icons and celebrities. However, in the current fast-paced digital era, trends are frequently driven by influencers with strong social media following or brief bursts of virality rather than emerging naturally. These things called microtrends fit into a culture of overconsumption where people feel obligated to buy everything they see on social media. The fact that consumers may purchase anything they see online across a variety of channels worsen this issue by encouraging an excessive overconsumption culture.
Social media platforms are constant, which contributes to the spread of microtrends that influence people's view of their needs and wants. Similar to fleeting trends, microtrends emerge quickly, especially on platforms such as TikTok, where they are sparked by popular content creators and quickly spread to every user's For You tab.
Behind this materialism pushed by trend, it is a basic human need to fit in. The FOMO concept is used to analyze the fear of social isolation. Researchers claim that because social media continuously remind users of what they might be missing out on, it creates distorted perception of edited lives of others. A feeling of oneness is conveyed by this connection, and these are attributes that are generally desired in our pursuit of social acceptability and identity.
During the pandemic, for example, the clean girl trend, which included a gratitude journal, a neat hairdo, and the use of gua sha, rose to prominence. Nevertheless, the clean girl died, paving the way for e-girl, which was originally an emo subculture that was rebranded. The emo subculture served as inspiration for e-girl and e-boy fashions, which were updated for the internet era. Other than that, cottagecore and dark academia also became huge trends on TikTok, and the most recent Y2K aesthetic. The Y2K look saw a resurgence. It was defined by vivid hues, butterfly clips, short skirts, and futuristic details that brought back memories of the early 2000s. Users of TikTok jumped on the sentimental fad and started adding Y2K-inspired attire to their posts. By their very nature, micro-trends pass very fast and are replaced by new ones. Because technology and fashion change so quickly, consumers are always encouraged to improve their lifestyles or refresh their clothes in order to keep up with the current trends. People who are constantly under pressure to acquire new items may become excessive consumers. As a result of this never-ending cycle of change, people are frequently forced to change who they are or how they dress in order to fit in with the social group. This makes them appear trendy or fashionable depending on what is popular. Social media's undeniable ability to shape trends is both fascinating and concerning. Although it helps people to find their personality and sense of style, the quickness in which trends shape encourages overconsumption and raises environmental risks. The steady stream of videos highlighting essential fashion pieces has the power to confuse and distort customers' perception, driving wasteful consumption in an effort to avoid looking out of date or cringe.
So now let's talk about how the overconsumption threatens the earth for good today via a true life cases that cannot be forgotten. So this fast fashion phenomenon is like an endless machine which makes us thrive and wants new fashion items very quickly. We throw away clothes more often in pursuit of new styles on the market. The waste generated in large quantities finally results in overflowed landfills, and in some instances, the chilly desert in southern South America is transformed into an unwholesome wasteland due to dumped textile waste that affects the well-being of nearby communities. For example, abandoned mountain landfills filled with trash could even lead to a rapid growth in total trash. The amount of space on which such waste is disposed is large, and therefore, this is lost when it comes to using valuable land for agriculture or habitat conservation. Chile is a frequent destination for used and unsold clothes from China or Bangladesh, which pass through Europe, Asia, or the USA on their way to Chile and are then is sold all over Latin America. Other than that, the UN reported in 2019 that the fashion sector is responsible for 20% of total water waste on a global level, and that the production of clothing doubled globally between 2000 and 2014. Large volumes of water are consumed by the fashion industry, especially in the textile production sector, increasing the problem of water shortage in existing tribal areas. This problem becomes even worse by the overuse of water resources for cotton farming and dyeing procedures. For instance, massive cotton farming in Uzbekistan for the fashion industry has caused the Aral Sea to divert and eventually dry up, causing one of the biggest ecological disasters in history. Aral Sea production has left a detrimental effect on neighborhood population, ecosystem, and global climate patterns. One fact about modern fashion is that 7,500 liters, equivalent to 2,000 gallons of water, are needed for the production of a single pair of jeans that people wear today. According to another study, 8% of greenhouse gas emissions worldwide are caused by the production of clothing and footwear, and every second, a quantity of textile equivalent to a garbage truck is dumped or burned. Cloth dyes pollute the environment by releasing pollutants into the air and underground waterways, regardless of whether they have been buried underground or left out in the open. Clothing is just as toxic as used tires or plastic and takes 200 years for it to decompose depending on whether it is synthetic or chemically treated.
In a world faced with environmental challenges, there are three simple yet powerful solutions that can guide us towards a more sustainable and responsible way of living. Today, we will explore the three key concepts, which is reduce, reuse, recycle, buying quality over quantity, and thinking twice before throwing out clothes. So first, the mantra reuse, reduce, recycle encapsulates the essence of responsible consumption. To reduce means being mindful of our purchases, opting for products with minimal packaging, and using fewer resources. Reusing encourages us to find creative ways to extend the life of products, be it through repurposing or donating. Recycling ensures that materials are disposed of in an environmentally friendly manner, helping to reduce the burden on landfills and conserve valuable resources. Next, buy quality over quantity, a principle that urges us to reconsider our approach to consumerism. Investing in high-quality items not only means they last longer, saving you money in the long run, but it also reduces the demand for constantly replacing disposable goods. By choosing well-crafted products, we contribute to a culture that values durability over fleeting trends, ultimately lessening our impact on the environment. Lastly, think twice before throwing out clothes. The fashion industry, a major contributor to environmental degradation, prompts us to think twice before discarding clothes. Instead of perpetuating the cycle of fast fashion, consider repairing, repurposing, or donating your clothing item. By extending the life of our garments, we not only reduce strain on landfills, but also challenge the throwaway culture that has become synonymous with the fashion world. So, in conclusion, in embracing these solutions to overconsumption, we become agents of change. Small actions when multiple have the power to create a positive impact on our planet. Let's strive for a more sustainable and responsible way of living for the well-being of our environment and future generations.